What's going on, guys? Aubrey Elliott, partner, driver, Central Vapors Racing. Today we're going to talk about the Kriss Vector. We got the CRB Gen 2 chambered in 10mm. So what we're going to do in this video today is do a little bit of a disassembly and assembly and a little bit of a lube before we take it out and test it some more. So I'm going to walk you through it and break it down and show you how that's done. We got the mag pull, MBUS flip-up sights, front and rear. Beautiful things right there. We got it's like a 15 inch Pictine rail that we put our EOTech on. This isn't a silencer, this is just a barrel shroud right here. Gen 2 comes with it, it's pretty sweet. Just kind of blends in, makes the firearm look a little bit better overall. Covers the barrel, kind of slides over, and then you got your two pins there to secure it. About a 16 inch barrel. Gun probably weighs anywhere from 10 to 13 pounds overall with a fully loaded mag. What drew my attention to it was their mitigation system here. They got their patented Super V system, which the bolt comes back and then goes down. So if you guys want to look at a YouTube video, see how that works, it can actually kind of go in depth a little more than I can. But the bolt comes back and goes down. So on full auto weapons, or even this one, what this does is just kind of decreases the muzzle brake and keeps the muzzle brake down low instead of popping it up and keep creating it to rise. Here we also got our non-reciprocating charge handle that allows you to chamber one if needed. You also got your bolt release and bolt catch right below it, so chamber it when needed. And also, if you want to chamber it or even just bring the bolt back and then use the bolt catch right here, you can open up the bolt that easy. Mag release right below it. And then another function I want to show you guys this has, this firearm right here. If I were to chamber one, all you gotta do is pull back the non-reciprocating charge handle, keep it pointed at the ground. If you aren't sure, you see the brass, you got one loaded. So that's pretty nice. You also got your bilateral safety switch on both sides of the firearm here. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you how to break down the 10mm. Mainly two pieces. You got your upper and your lower receiver right here. It separates. It's got 4 pins total, but 3 pins to separate that. So if you can see right here, we push this one out, push that one out, push that one out, and you want to make sure, of course, your gun's not loaded, it's not chambered, not racked. And then we can go ahead and press the fourth one out while we're there. Now that we press those out, we're going to flip it over and pull these 4 pins out from the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very simple right there. And boom, comes apart just like that. The 4th pin though allows you to bring out your recoil system here. This is the Kriss Vector's patented Super V mitigation recoil system that helps reduce muzzle brake. So what you can do is you can pull this bad boy out, and it consists of 2 parts right here. You got your bolt, and then you got your spring. Pretty cool design. And what I'm going to do for you guys today is, I've already gone through the break-in period, but I noticed my tracks on there are getting a little dry after shooting about 50 to 100 rounds. So I'm going to try some 10W40 Penzoil motor oil today. And it works great in my car, 160,000 miles, and I drift it and abuse the motor every day, and it holds up well there. So I'm actually going to try it on the tracks here and maybe see if it kind of prolongs the lube on the firearm after use. Normally I use the hops cleaner and lube right there. I also got the oil, but today I'm going to try this, and then after this, on the next time, I'll probably try the hops lube with a little bit of Super Tech grease to see if it kind of just helps prolong the lube on there so it stays nice and cleaned up. But what I'm going to do now is just give this thing a quick wipe down before we go out and shoot it. Put about 100 rounds through it yesterday, and so now I'm going to clean it. And then what I like, one thing I noticed on here was that the upper here, you got the firing pin. It swings down from the top. On most of the pistols and stuff, it swings down from the bottom, from the lower. It goes upward, so a little bit different there. That's how they accommodate their patented recoil system. Gonna change a few things up there. Just wipe down the bolt carrier and the spring. So as you can see here on these grooves, they slide in the track on the receiver there, and that's how the recoil system works, slides up and down. It's on tracks. So I'm just going to try a little bit of this oil here. I'm not trying to soak it or anything, just a light lube. I want to see how it does. I'm not trying to coat it in. I'm going to clean it right off afterwards anyways. Get the Q-tip there. Put some of that 10W40 non-synthetic conventional motor oil. And I'm not sure if you can see in here or not. I'm going to try to get the cameraman in here, but I'm going to lube up the tracks. I had a few failure feeds, so I want to see if maybe this might help it a little bit. It's kind of a little small theory, but we'll see. If not, that's alright. We'll clean it out and go back to our hobs. And you just want to lube it up wherever you got some friction, metal on metal. You can usually see the wear on there, but just, you know, get a little bit of that on there. Here you can lube it up a little bit. A little slide there. Put a little here on the recoil system. I'm just going to put a little bit on the tracks. A little inside the guides here for the tracks. Remember, light coats, you don't want to overdo it. Light lube. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to put our bolt back into our spring system here. Make sure it's all facing the proper way, and then we're going to slide it up here in the guide. You can see the little pins, little notches there. We got two in the front. Put it up in place like so. And then these guides on this back part of the lever are going to slide up in their tracks like so. And then we're going to take our one pin, put it back in there. One of our 4 pins there is what's going to hold that recoil system in place. Wipe my fingers off so I don't get all this stuff all oily. Then put this piece back together. Put the lower on the lower, the upper with the lower of the receiver. Just going to line everything up like so. Get it to connect. Grab one of your 4 pins. Put it in. Very simple. Push it in all the way. Next one up. Push it in. Next one up. Last 3 of the 4, put it in there. So what we're going to do is safely point it at the ground. We're going to check it, see how it feels. And again, this Kriss Vector is chambered in 10 mil. If you want a 9 mil or 45, all you need to do is get the lower receiver part. You can change that out. We applied some of that 10W40 motor oil by Penzoil. We're going to go test it out now and do some more shooting with it. Sight in the EOTech real quick and put that motor oil to the test. Overall, it's been a pretty good firearm. Been pretty happy with it, but want to test it some more and really get to know it a little bit better. If you guys want to see the 10mm in action, just click the link in the details in the video. Thanks for watching.
Looks like dead center.